Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? I hope you are all having a fantastic weekend. I am very, very hot. It is very hot here. Super hot. All the hot. Like nasty hot. But I hope you all are doing fantastic. We are going to go ahead and switch over here.
Welcome.
Hey, Gilf, how are you? This hair might actually go up very, very soon. Because, again, it is... Light Gazer! What are you doing? Oh my god! Lurky Light Gazer just... yeah, the siren is speechless. I don't even know what to do with that. Oh my god. I mean, I know what to do with it, but just, yeah. Light Gazer, thank you. Oh my god. You wish you could have watched his reaction? Yeah, he came upstairs and was like, yeah, I got my first $100 donation. And I was like, who was it? And he was like, Light Gazer. I was like, oh my god. But again, don't ever break yourself to donate. I love having y'all here. It has been so weird not streaming the last week because of Murphy's wonky schedule. And like my schedule has been totally off. So yeah. Like, I missed you guys. Not gonna lie. Yes. Murphy's wonky schedule. Basically, and I think I told you about this a little bit, Gilf. So, the job that Murphy works at, or the place that Murphy works at, he will have been working there for 18 years this August. And the job that he is doing, he has been doing for 16 of those years. He has recently switched from working a day shift to working 10-hour days on day shift, 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, and then having Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, to working Friday, Saturday, and Sunday weekend night shift. Because working those off shifts, they give you a premium. So he was actually making a lot of money by switching shifts. And Tennessee, if you've ever lived in a Tennessee summer, it was 90 degrees today with, and it was cloudy. Like, it was dark outside and it was 90 degrees today. Which means my house is getting close to 80 degrees inside, and that's with the AC running full blast at 65. So it's hot, and he works in a warehouse, so he works weekend nights because, one, it's not as hot, and two, he doesn't have to deal with the big wigs being around and looking over his shoulder. So he really likes working weekend nights. Well, something happened on days, and he's the only person that knows how to do that job. And so they pulled him back to days for like 2 weeks to do this one thing. And yeah, So it has completely thrown his schedule off. It's completely thrown my schedule off because he's leaving out at like 5 o'clock in the morning and he's not getting home until nearly 6. So by the time he gets home and I shower and throw a stream together, it's going to be nearly 7. So that's why I haven't been streaming. It just didn't make any sense to do a whole lot of streaming. Also, I haven't got music on. Let me know if that is loud enough. Also, let me know if you can hear the fan in the background, because I do have a fan pointed at me because it is hot. Also, I had pretzels. Merlin! What are y'all doing today? Why? What are y'all doing? I'm just gonna hide. I'm just gonna hide. Oh, it is radiating from you. Oh my god, you guys. Thank you, Merlin. I appreciate y'all. Retype the big message. Oh, she got you a 25. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, Helpy. I'm glad. Is that yes? I am sporting the Monsters merch today. I got in one of his. I went there to buy one of the shirts, like my shirt, one of the female racerback shirts, but he was all out of them. They didn't have any in stock. So I had to get the guys shirt, and it doesn't fit me real well, by the way. But yeah, I'm sporting the Monsters merch today. And then drinking out of Chrissy's cup. All the supports, yes. Gotta support. Gotta support. That fits 7 better. Well, see, like in my merch shop, I have the I'm a Siren, and it's one of the female what are they called? The sleeveless racerback things. And all the girl ones where he was sold out of in my size. So I was like, and I didn't want to get a t-shirt, so I got the guys, and it doesn't fit right because I don't have broad guy shoulders. Sad day. Very sad day. I like the shirt, but yeah. You weren't debating on a large dono? Well, I appreciate it anyway. Lots games and yarn, and yay! Happy Siren. Actually, right now, I am saving up for a more powerful PC. That's the big thing that I'm saving for right now. This one is good, and it's not a bad PC, but I can't do a whole lot of like PC games. I can do some that are not, like Jackbox is okay. We did Limbo and it didn't put up too much of a fuss. But anything that, you know, does a whole lot of, you know, needs a whole lot of resources, because I'm also streaming on the same PC, it tends to pitch a fuss. So I'd like to get more you know, a more powerful gaming setup types PC, so that I can possibly do some like Steam games or play Diablo 3 occasionally, which I also really enjoy playing. No, this is what I need. Before I forget. You're adoring this. Oh, nice. I really need to get an air conditioner down here. I have a window like right there, but the green screen actually covers it. So yeah, I might have to figure out something, because it's hot down here. There's one vent to cool this entire room, and it just doesn't do it. But here's where we are on Spyro right now. I was watching Star Trek and actually sewing the head on. I finished up the body and was sewing the head on last night. And then I started pinning the belly on, and there's a bunch of extra yarn down inside of here that I'll use to actually sew all of that on. And then there's actually a piece of wire that runs from the tip of his tail all the way through the body and then up into the head, so that if K-Fresh wanted to bend the tail around like that, it'll actually stay because of the wire inside. I am so ready for fall as well. Tennessee summers suck. Other than that, I like Tennessee. I wish the winters were a little colder. Like, I wish winter was actually winter. And I wish summer wasn't as hot. Oh. Oh yeah, that's kind of what I plan on doing, Light Gazer. This one's kind of loud. I like it though. This is definitely a little more my style. It's a little fast, but I definitely like the more techno kind of sound. I chipped Spyro. Why did I chip Spyro? But I have the rest of his parts right here. I'm kind of meh. Yeah. The winters here recently have been super meh. Super meh. Can I turn this down just a tad? And then turn it up for y'all just a little bit. Let me know if that's too loud. Okay, so I have, there's head spine 1, there's 4, this is the tail. So this one will end up being attached to the end of his tail right there. Actually, I could probably go ahead and do that right now, because it's not going to hurt anything. Hey, Joe, how are you? Okay. Do I still make this Navis? Yes, I do. I have one sitting right over here. I has my water. Hey, Megan, how are you? Your Eevee is watching too? I think I finally got rid of all the Eevee floof. Like Israel, we decided that I need to take the Navi, see, right there, and I need to put a golf ball inside of it, and whenever people are acting stupid, I just need to like throw this golf ball stuffed Navi at them and be like, hey, listen! Or, you know, give it to Benji since he's a teacher and he could like throw it at his students. Because why not? I'm not saying do that. I just thought it was funny. Okay, let me get, I need, what do I need? I need this. Okay, if I get one, please put a golf ball in mine. Icarus! We are a bad influence on Icarus. I see that now. We are an extremely bad influence on Icarus. Megan, were you talking about the Spyro? I think he's coming along really good. The wire inside of him was definitely a new experience for me. I'd never crocheted around wire, so that was a pain in the butt. Not gonna lie. It was almost as much of a pain in the butt as the Eevee floof. Not gonna lie. So, woo! Wow. Hello. Sorry, I scooted up and it just shook the whole rig. Exactly. We did not actually tell Benji to do this. We were just like, hey, if you did this, it would be really funny. Also, did I miss Patrick coming in? I totally missed Patrick coming in. Hey, Patrick, how are you? But yeah, what I'm doing right now is I am attaching Spyro's little tail, because why not? The The world said, I gotta move out of her way. Like, Gazer, you're such a goober. But how are things for you right now? I think I missed your message earlier. I know I seen a message. Oh, okay. Oh. I just had to scroll back and look at the message. How is the job thing going on going for you, Light Gazer? Oh no, what is Patrick okay? Oh, I know what it is, Patrick. It's you've been missing 7 streams. That's what it is. I've heard a lot of people say this. I actually had, bless their heart, had 2 people reach out to me yesterday and were like, hey, are you okay? Like, haven't seen you around. Ooh, I like this one. I like this one. Not gonna lie at all. This one's cool. Yeah, I will, if you want, I can send you where I got this music from, Icarus. It's free, by the way. Or I might be able to just send you this, this file, if you like this one. I know, right? I'm just like, I'm sad that it's kind of short. I didn't just use pliers to pull that through. I don't have pliers just sitting around in my house. There's a song your brother and I listened to for years, DJ Splash, Crying Soul. Let me know if that's too low. It's a little low for me, honestly. This one's not bad. Hey, Dreamy, how are you? How are all the people? I missed you guys so much. Earbuds? Earbuds? up there. It's one of those streams? Yes. We are just chilling and working on a Spyro. Because, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stream next week. Because of Murphy's schedule. I might be able to get a stream out Thursday because he's not working Thursday. So I might be able to do that Thursday and possibly Friday and possibly the weekend. It just depends on whenever he goes back to work on his regular schedule. I like just getting to hang out with y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I think that is probably one of the best things, one of the best decisions I made for just for me and the channel is doing streams where I can just hang out. Because it's fun. Yes, I do commissions. This one is actually, this Spyro is actually going to a friend of mine named K-Fresh. He has been on me for months to make him a Spyro, and I had the pattern, I just hadn't made it yet. So yeah, this is actually going to K-Fresh. 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 Yes. Before you got... No, it's fine. Like, I told him that I wasn't going to be able to get on it right away, and he patiently waited. And so, yeah. Here we are. Okay, here, this is head spike. I think these ones I'm just gonna pin first because technically I still need to make the legs. And then there's a piece of wire that will go actually through the body horizontally to go into the wings so that he'll actually be able to place the wings wherever he wants. There's actually, like I said, there's a tail, there's actually a piece of wire that goes from the end of this tail all the way through the body and up into the head so that the tail, you can actually pull the tail around and it'll stay. It's only 16 gauge, so as long as you don't like bend it in half, it should be, it'll be fine. It's the same gauge wire that I used for Lan's Mew, actually. You're having a happy Sunday? Aw, I'm having a good Sunday. I almost didn't stream today because I've had just a horrible headache. And the heat and my blood pressure was up and I was just like, ugh. I'm actually really glad that I decided to go ahead and stream. Really glad. You might need a Falcor. I have seen, I don't personally have a pattern for that. I have seen patterns that I could potentially look into. In your Evie's ears? I'm sorry. I don't know how I would have put wire in there. Because the Eevee ears are just one big open space. I mean, I guess I could have. Maybe? Okay, maybe that needs to be a little farther forward. Hold on, let me look at the... Yeah, that needs to be a little farther forward. Yeah, right now I have a couple people. I know Brianna wants me to make a head wig. So after this, I've got to make head wig. And I found a really cute pattern for that. And then I'm putting a Hufflepuff scarf on head wig. And then I might possibly be making a Celeste from Animal Crossing. That still doesn't look exactly right. Does it need to? Yeah, it needs to go a little farther forward. It needs to come further down. What did I miss? Hey, Brianna, we were just talking about you, actually. Okay, so this right about there. I thought my ears were burning. You beat another boss in SpongeBob? Nice, Helpy. Hey, Tribs! How are you? Okay, so that's the tail. This is 2 and 3. Pascal. I've seen patterns for Pascal, but I don't have any. I haven't bought any yet. I heard Hufflepuff scarf on head wig. Yeah, I found another pattern that I think looks better, but you and Chrissy need to decide which pattern it is that y'all want. Like, I have 2 head wig patterns. Okay, hold on, give me a second. Let me pin this. Oh, yay! Another techno one. Okay, I'll just post them over in the photo drop. There's one. And then I think I already sent you this one. Those are the 2 that I found that made head wig look the best. The only problem I have with the second one is it looks more like a snowman than an owl. I'm a Gryffindor. A snowy owl. That's what Hedwig is. She's a snowy owl. Danny Raid calls me a Gryffindork, and I call her a Ravenklutz. You like the first one? I like the first one as well. I like that it actually had like the eyes, and it made the eyes a little more expressive. I gotta get my pattern back up here. I lost my pattern. To be a parcel mouth. Hey, Chris. Yes, I am. Hedwig is after Spyro. Yes. Okay, so maybe that front one needs to be a little farther forward. You started rewatching Avatar today? I know, I want Korra on Netflix as well. The only thing is that I own all the Korra DVDs. So I don't necessarily need Korra on Netflix. But it would definitely make things a lot more convenient. The Last Airbender. Although, Blue People Avatar is really cool too. I like that one too. I am kind of excited that we are getting a Blue People Avatar 2. I'm interested to see what happens. Oh, I'm sure Korra will be on there at some point. I want Korra on DVD. I found them really cheap at Walmart and bought the box set. Okay. You're excited for the movies too? And the Pandora section? Oh, really? I haven't been to Disney in so long. I still haven't seen Hogwarts at Disney or anything. Because the last time I went there, I was 12 years old. So it was a long time ago. Oh, I thought you had other things to read first, Gil. Oh, really, Dreamy? That sounds cool. I'm assuming you mean Avatar Blue People. Yeah, but Universal is right there at Disney, if I remember correctly. Granted, it's been a very long time since I was 12 years old. Well, not that long, but if I remember correctly, Universal is not far. Like, there's Disney, and then there's Epcot, and then there's Universal, and like they're all right there. Oh! I know they are making a live action series, or a live action series out of it. I'm assuming it's going to be put on Netflix, because Netflix is like grabbing up everything right now. I know whenever we went down there for my 12th birthday, we went to Disney first, and then we went to Universal Studios, and then we did a day in Magic Kingdom, and we got to see the Electric Light Parade at night and all that. And then our last day there, we went to Epcot. I've never played Far Cry. No, Helpy. Okay, so there's the head spikes, and then actually those need to go over just a tad. I'm making sure they're centered, because I've still got the two horns on either side to pin down. Actually, Woody, it's crochet, but nice try. Okay, so that way? Is that right? Hold on. Let me check and make sure. Yeah, okay. And they need to go actually a little far back. No, I've never played any of the Far Cry games. But they are placed fairly close to. In game, dude, that's where I first found out about Skylanders as well. And I actually like I first found out about Spyro as well. I've never actually played any of the Spyro games, but I love Spyro and Skylanders. Skylanders is kind of one of those guilty pleasure games. Like, I'm an adult, I'm not supposed to like the Toys to Life games, but I actually really like Skylanders. I'm not kidding. Actually, hold on. This is our box O Skylanders. Not even joking. We have a bunch. And there's everything. There's a few giants in there, like Eyebrow, which I really like. There's some of the this was Trap Team. I like that one. Also the lion. I like the lion. This one's fun because she like headbutts people. There's some of like the original ones. There's another giant. I like him. Then there's some of the SWAT force. There's a body. I don't know where the... Ooh. Ninjini. I love Ninjini. She's one of my favorite ones to play. But yeah, then we have some of the SWAT force ones. Well, there. So they actually come apart, and they each half has a different power. Those are fun. But yeah, we never played the first one. We started with Giants. And we played Giants, and then SWAT Force, and then Trap Team, and then we have Imaginators sitting over there, but we have never actually opened it. The kids kind of got, like, eh. Like I said, Skylanders is kind of one of those guilty pleasure games. Which... If you've never actually played the game Guilty Pleasure, it's really fun too. It's kind of like Clue. Actually, it's Guilty Party, not Guilty Pleasure. But sweet cream on an ice cream sandwich. Starting to look okay. Starting to look like Spyro. Like a lake monster. Oh, hey, K-Fresh, how are you? Yes. Trying to see if I can... Hey, K-Fresh. Calvez, how are you? Trying to get a camera angle where you can actually see him a little better. There you go. He obviously doesn't have eyes yet. No worries, Dreamy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Oh yeah. I told you he would be about anywhere from 9 to 12 inches tall. So yeah. And then I still have to add his legs. He'll actually be able to stand on his own. And like I was explaining earlier, he's got a piece of wire that runs from the tip of his tail all the way through his body and then up into his head. So you'll actually be able to like move his tail around and it'll stay. And then he'll have a piece of wire that actually is in his wings as well. So you'll actually be able to kind of position the wings the way you want them as well too. Version of Pinocchio. I mean, have you ever actually seen Pinocchio? It's kind of dark on its own. Not gonna lie. Yeah, he is sort of like a snake without legs. Fan dabby doozy. I mean, some people, what can I say? You know, some people just have the talent. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hey, Riolu, how are you? But yeah. No, I just follow the pattern. It is not me, it is the pattern that is fantastic. I promise. But yeah, what do you think, K-Fresh? Looks okay? So far? And then obviously I've got the wings right here. I just haven't put them on because I've got to put another piece of wire through. I think I'm in love.
And there was much rejoicing.
No, it is totally the pattern, I promise. But yeah, actually seeing him like be together is kind of loud. Let me turn that down just a little bit. Or actually, I like this one too, Icarus. Let me turn it down over here. There. You love him so far? What was it? Your favorite Disney movies? Fox and the Hound. Yeah, Sword in the Stone is absolutely my favorite. Out of all of these movies that they're remaking, I'm like, why not remake Sword in the Stone? With the CGI and digital animation that they have these days, Sword in the Stone could be fantastic as a live action film. Like, oh my god, Sword in the Stone would be amazing to remake. The whole wizard battle with Sword in the Stone, oh my god, it'd be amazing. But yeah, this is our Spyro so far. Now I actually have to make his legs. Yes. It is about King Arthur. It is about Arthur as a boy. And it doesn't necessarily follow the history, because we know from a historical perspective that Uther Pendragon was Arthur's father, was actually around for a little while. Can't charge or glide. Yes, or see for that matter, since he doesn't have eyes yet. But if you look right over there on the other side of the screen, that's what he will end up looking like. Oh yeah, I like the BBC Merlin. I actually have watched, I think I've watched most of it. Maybe all of it. I think I watched all of it. One, 3, 4, 5, 6. You love my mouse? Yes, it changes colors. It has like 7 different colors. And then y'all can't really see it right now, but the keyboard lights up too. No worries, Gil. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Not really. I needed a new keyboard and mouse, and I was looking at some like gaming setups, but I don't do a whole lot of like serious PC gaming. So other than like playing like Diablo 3 or something like that, so I didn't really need a crazy expensive name brand, so I just went for pretty. Yes, 7 appreciates you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You would so get distracted by the mouse. I used to be, actually. I used to enjoy playing Call of Duty. Back when it first came out, I actually played quite a bit of Call of Duty. Okay, sorry guys, the hair had to go up. It was time. It was hot. But how are you doing, K-Fresh? How are things over in your neck of the woods? Wow, that's really low, by the way. What was it? You rate Toy Stories 4, 3. See, I think my personal feelings on Toy Story, I think I would be 4, 3, 1, 2. Ooh, I like this one. This one's called Welcome Anarchy. Very 80s feel. Very Tron feel. Anybody feel that? I feel very Tron with this one. I really like this one, actually. 3, 4, 2, 1. I like 2, but 2 was my least favorite. Now, granted, I adore the franchise, but 2 was my least favorite out of them. I could totally see this fitting into the Tron soundtrack. This one's not bad. I like the slow down and then the drop. That was cool. There's actually Icarus. If you like DJ, sort of techno, synth, you know, synthesizer kind of stuff, there's a YouTube channel, and I can't remember. I'll have to send it to you. But basically, they take they'll take one clip, or they'll take one song or whatever, and they have 4 different DJs all do a DJ song, clip it out and do whatever they want and remix it. And hearing the different ways that the DJs work with the song and the different things that they do is so cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, increase in each. Okay, so we're increasing again. Okay, fine. Fine! 2 and 4 are the ones I've seen the least. You like 1 and 3 better? I liked 4. I thought it was a nice way. Spoiler alert, I thought it was a nice way to bring Woody's story to an end. They still leave the story open for future movies, but it was a nice way to kind of close out Woody's chapter of the story, or to potentially open it up to its own little movie. No worries, K-Fresh. Like I said, I'm gonna try and get him put together tonight. So I will probably be in touch with you soon about him. And about getting him to you. Ooh, I like this one. This one's called Faded Secrets. Yeah, I didn't drop any spoilers. I just left it at, you know, Woody's chapter being closed out. Has anybody watched, what is it, Homeward or Homebound or whatever? The one about the two brothers that was released on Disney Plus instead of going to theaters? Onward. There we go. Yeah. I didn't think that I was going to like that one, but I actually really did. I thought it was cute. So it's called Slow Burn. Hope they brought some burn heal. Ooh. I like it. I like it. I wish he had done something a little different. He already had 4 bars of that, and then he did another 4 bars. I wish he had done something different. Added something besides just the shaker. Human reading a story. Closing the book. Nah, there should have been a drop there. Come on. Coffee. How are you, Talvez? You've been really quiet. Either you've been quiet or I haven't been seeing. I've been missing your chats. But how are you doing? I like that one, but there was a lot of missed opportunities in that one. That one could have been so much better. That one was very subdued. Nice. Yeah, I wish I could, like, I'm okay at drawing. I like drawing. What was it, last summer? Icarus and I did some drawing stuff on my Discord. I have a drawing tablet, but I just don't get a chance to break it out and use it very often, and I'm not nearly as practiced as Icarus, so it takes me a while to get things done. This is my comfort zone. Working with 3D art. It still looks like sewing. Okay, so the big difference between sewing is that I would have some sort of fabric and I would be using a needle and thread. I'm using a hook and yarn, and I'm essentially making a series of knots. Shall I repost some of my drawings in Discord? Okay, 6 and then decrease 9. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, can't do that while I'm counting. Evil. Okay, there's one. Hold on, guys. Ah! That's two. That's three. Four. Ah, no. It's five. Eight, nine. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's a counting row. Give me a second. There. Have a feeling that was making Spyro's toes. You have to be a regular Woody in order to use some of the commands. What's counting? The water command, you have to be a regular. Okay, so that's one. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. And then decrease two. Get in there. There we go. Two, and then uh-oh, I did that wrong. Yeah, I totally did that wrong. Hold on, let me fix this. Hey, Silver Century, how are you? Okay, so that is Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you being here, Woody. Okay, so let's see. Whoa! That was definitely different. I think that one's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's good. I like this one. No worries, Bowtie. I know it's a weird day for me to be streaming, but I appreciate y'all stopping by. That was nice. I like that. I like that. That was good. Has returned. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry, I had to frog a whole bunch of work. So now I'm like way back because I had screwed up something. Imagine that! But how is everybody doing? I hope you are all having fun. Oh no! What kind of tablet do you use for your art, Icarus? Or are you just doing pen and paper? Oh, you use your iPad? Procreate? That was a horrible, horrible name. Oh. Hey, it works really good. Oh, Light Gazer sent me the... Okay, cool. Ah. Hey, Outlaw! How are you? Oh, and I would have totally forgot. 100% absolutely forgot. Not gonna lie at all. I'm trying to move stuff around on my screen so I can still see everything. It's going pretty good. We are working on Spyro right now. The yellow is getting picked up with the chroma key, but yeah, this is Spyro. He doesn't have legs. I'm working on the legs right now. This is eventually, whenever he is done, this boy is going to my friend K-Fresh. So yeah. Saved by the Hell. That's the name of this song. Thank you. I put a lot of time and love into technically these are called amigurumi, which is a fancy Japanese word. Actually, it's technically a couple of words. That means yarn doll. But yeah, I enjoy it. Hey, Eagle, how are you doing? Dude, that picture you posted, what was it, last night? Oh my goodness. The steak and the baked potato and just, I was like, I already ate and that looks amazing. The steaks for 2 hours. Oh, they looked so good. Hey, Warrior Cats, how are you? Yes, the girl looks at chat. I was just also trying to make sure that I put my hook where it was supposed to go. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was this was ambient gold. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. Hey, Monster Patrick, how are you? Barbecue sauce, lemon juice, soy sauce, minced garlic and oil, Tex-Mex seasoning, Greek seasoning. What sort of Greek seasoning do you use? Because if you use the same Greek seasoning that I use, it's fantastic. Okay, so that was the second increase. Okay, so here we go. So that's one. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For those of y'all just coming in, we are working on Spyro. You can see him down here a little bit better than you can see him up here because Chroma Key kind of doesn't like his yellow. But this is what we are working on. We are actually making the legs for him right now. Oh, well, I'm glad that you found us. Normally I am a gaming channel, but I also make these plushes, gaming type plushes, and you can see there's a right above me. There's also a slideshow of some of the other things that I've created. But I do these sort of chill streams every once in a while where I'm making one of these plushes and we just kind of chill and hang out and chit chat, and it's a time whenever I can like actually while I'm doing something actually get to kind of focus on y'all. And chill streams, yeah. I don't know about kick-ass, but I appreciate you, Eagle. Right now we are playing through The Last of Us Part 2. I'm probably not gonna be able to get back until Thursday because my husband is working a weird shift. So normally I stream Monday through Thursday at about 4:15 until about 8. Let's see, wait a minute. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I messed up. Where did I mess up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I Southern? Yes, I am from Tennessee. So I guess that makes me Southern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 15. 6. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so I'm gonna be missing 1 stitch. Okay, I can fix this. I can fix this. This is not hard. We'll just put an extra stitch right there. No big deal. Because I really, really don't want to frog this again. Am I a monster? Yes, I am married. Do I play Minecraft? We have been playing Minecraft Dungeons, but that is the only Minecraft that I play. I'm sorry. What's my favorite and least favorite block? Beckon my name. Oh my goodness. I like, that's a little loud. At least it seems so to me. There is a Minecraft sort of game called Portal Knights that I actually really like. But Minecraft itself, I'm kind of about. Although one of my mods, Do So Confidently, plays Minecraft quite a bit over on Twitch. Oh my gosh, really? Okay. Be really difficult for you to handle 7 children at a time. There's only 5 at home right now, full time. There's 2 that aren't with us all the time. So there's 5 in the house full time. Psyduck. Oh, did you see the little mini Psyduck? Yes, I did that one for my mod Involove, and it was so small it like literally was like 3 inches tall, and it stood like right in the palm of my hand. And that the little mini the mini Pokemon that I do, they actually come with their own Pokeball. So they actually fit inside of a Pokeball that you can open, and then there they are. But the minis are only about 3 inches tall. Ow, yes. I actually, personally, I think Psyduck is sort of underrated. I think Psyduck is a really cool Pokemon, and Misty, if she had just given her Psyduck, now granted he was really derpy, but if she had just given him a little bit of love, Golduck is amazing. Psychic water type? Holy crap. Okay, 6. Yeah, and Starmie is amazing as well. Starmie can tank some blows. If I'm not mistaken, can't Golduck actually learn some of the electric moves, which is like, holy cow. I am a stage actor, which is a little bit different than like TV and stuff like that. I actually really like stage acting because you, instead of like going all the way through instead of like going all the way through and getting all the way to the end of the movie and blah blah blah, and then you have to wait months or years before the movie ever comes out and people get to see it, as a stage actor you get that instant reaction right there. So if you're doing really bad or doing really good, the people are sitting right there in the seats. And personally, I love playing the villain, because if you do a really good villain, people will react much stronger to a good villain than they will to a good heroine. It's cross chop. See, I only know, I didn't do a whole lot of, yes, I am a Pokemon fan, but as a kid, I only really got into Gen 1 and Gen 2 because Pokemon or Pocket Monsters came out right in that weird area where I was about to go into high school. And so it wasn't cool to be into Pokemon once I got into high school. So I was kind of like, oh, but I know all 151 of the original Gen 1 and I can, okay, fine. And so I like took down my posters and put them behind my dresser so my friends couldn't see. Set designer or Foley artist. Yeah, I used to be really into stage acting whenever I was younger, whenever I was in high school. Actually, particularly musical theater. I love musical theater so much. And I got really into like dinner theater kind of stuff. So like singing and dancing and putting on a show. And then I got away from it for a really long time, and then I just recently, within the last like 3 years, started getting back into it. And I started out, whenever I first started getting back into it, I worked the prompter. So I sat in the back in the tech booth, and there's a prompter on the second on the balcony for whenever like the actors on stage have like a really long monologue or something, just to make sure that they remember the lines the way they're supposed to. So the prompter is there, and I'm sitting there scrolling down, making sure, and I have like my book in front of me, so I'm going through and I'm trying to keep up with what there, and I've got my computer in front of me and making sure that what they're supposed to say is right there. And then I'm also trying to look up and down, make sure that I'm where I'm supposed to go. And it's kind of nerve-wracking because sometimes the actors don't follow the script exactly, or they drop a line, or they say something that they're not supposed to say, and I'm like, crap, where are you at? Trying to figure out where in the world they are. So that was fun. I did that for Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and Oliver. And then I worked hair and makeup and backstage. Like I helped build some of the sets. I helped paint some of the things. I did, like I said, I did hair and makeup for some of the kids and such. And the Christmas play that Harry Connick Jr. wrote called Happy Elf. That one was really fun to do. And then I did like my first time back on stage was Annie. I actually got a call back for Grace Farrell, which is the lead female role. But I ended up as one of the Boylan sisters, which was so much fun. I had because I actually got to be in the ensemble more than I was my character, so I had like 7 costume changes. I was in just about every single scene, whether I was in front or whether I was in the ensemble. It was so much fun. And then I did A Christmas Carol over this past Christmas, and I tried out for The Little Mermaid, but because of COVID and everything, it got pushed back to next year. As far as my favorite musical, it'd probably be My Fair Lady. I would absolutely adore playing Eliza Doolittle. To Jonas Brothers. Greatest Showman. Yeah, that's definitely a more recent one. I love Rex Harrison in My Fair Lady. I think the story is fantastic. I love the growth that that Rex's character goes through in that show. I actually really would love to try to sing in that Cockney accent that Audrey Hepburn does. See, okay, so I've just recently started watching Hamilton. I got to the part, I'm still really early in it. I got to the part where the one guy is like up on his soapbox and he's like talking, and Hamilton is like down on the stage and he's like mouthing off at the guy, what the guy is saying, which I thought was really fun. So I'm like still really early. My problem is I'm looking at these outfits, at some of the costumes, going, because some of them are not super historically accurate. Some of them are wrong time period, but historically accurate, because like I'm super into history, so I'm going, big theater girl. Ooh, how much? I forgot. I set my work down. This is what happens to me, is I set my work down and I get to talking and I forget where I'm at. Hey, Alexander, I have been really bad about giving Mario welcomes. Welcome. You reminded me to give Mario welcomes, Alexander. How are you? Four, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 2 decreases, 1. And then 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Should we both be shocked? What? Let Me Explain Studios? Oh, okay. Lot of local theater. Oh, cool. Local theater is the best. It's so much fun. There was actually this weekend, the auditions for Assassins was on at my local theater, and I really wanted to be a part of Assassins, but because I have the 2 babies, I was kind of I couldn't really say like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go do this thing out in public and then have 2 babies at home. Being out in public, like, I've been really good about not being out in public very much. Night, Patrick. Thank you for being here. Biggest claim to fame is getting to perform pretty cool. Right now, my biggest, I don't know, my biggest claim to fame. Well, so I told you all about the Happy Elf that Harry Connick Jr. wrote. So the director of that show posted on Twitter that we were doing this play and tagged Harry in the tweet and put a big put a picture of us and everything like that. Well, apparently Harry actually seen the tweet and sent us a big bouquet of flowers to the director, and then a big bunch of balloons that had candy canes attached to them for all the cast. Yeah, it was really cool. I don't know if it was actually him that sent it or if it was like a manager or what, but it was really cool. Okay, so that was the single crochet around. Oh, okay, so that's 6 through 12. This one's not bad. This one's called Justice. Take home a stingray signed by Mark. Oh. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Brianna. That really would have been a super sad day. Yeah, I had, after I moved out, like I had a hope chest that my grandfather had bought me, and I had several things in it that were like super special to me. And I was living with a friend, in Kentucky. We had moved up there. She was going to go to college up there. I was biding time before I went into the military. And long story short, one day while I was at work, the friend and her boyfriend decided to move out of the house that we were renting and got into my room and stole a bunch of stuff. And yeah. Yeah, Kazoo, I was in the Army. Hey, and by the way, how are you? I am doing a Sunday stream today because Murphy's work schedule has been really weird here lately. So he was home and I was home and I was able to stream, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop a chill crochet stream and just chill with my community. Yes, Murphy is the husband. Also, hello, name I cannot pronounce. Oh, I had a gold-plated piccolo, and they stole it and pawned it. My letter jacket from high school was stolen. A bunch of like first edition autographed books were stolen. It was, yeah, my letter jacket. I had I lettered in band. I actually had 4 stripes because I had, well, technically I had more stripes than that because I had been in band since like 7th grade, and that actually counted in this particular school system. Not as much as like a high school year, but I marched from 7th grade all the way on, and so I marched every single year. I also did concert band, I did jazz band, I did pep band, and then I also did show choir. Can't control my language. Yeah, they stole it. It's fine. Like it happened, God. 16, like 18 years ago, so I'm kind of over it. Which the funny thing is they took the gold-plated piccolo, and it wasn't even like a fully gold-plated, it was just the mouthpiece was gold-plated. The rest of it was silver-plated. So they probably got like $300 for it. The one, my silver-plated concert flute with a B-flat foot, if they had taken that, they probably could have got close to $1,000 for it, because it's an expensive instrument. Yeah, my Danny Raid, my daughter's actually playing that one now in band. She's so proud of it. So I played that flute through most of high school, and then now it's been passed down, and Danny Raid is playing it now. And most of the other kids are like, oh my god, you know, that's so pretty, because it's silver plated. Whenever you clean it up, it actually looks really nice. What exactly can you expect going into the army? So it has changed quite a bit since I went in. I personally thought basic training was super fun. Most people don't think that way. They're like, oh my god, basic training. I thought basic training was fun. I got smoked quite a bit because drill sergeants would start yelling at me, and I would just start giggling, because they didn't really scare me. So I would just like, and they're like, what's so funny? Nothing, drill sergeant. Oh, so I'm nothing now? No, drill sergeant. I got in so much trouble, but I came out with some like really cut arms that I really miss. Not gonna lie. And I could totally do like the G.I. Jane push-ups, like one arm push-ups. I could push up and clap in the middle. I could hang from a pull-up bar with a 20 pound weight on my chest and sit up all the way up to the bar. Like, I was rocking some pretty fantastic, a pretty fantastic body back then. 7 kids does a lot to a body, just so you know. I just need to go through basic again. Oh, hauling 200 pounds around basic. I will say, if you don't like the heat, go through basic training in the winter. Excuse me. Pardon me. That's what I did. I am not a fan of running in the heat or anything like that. So I went through basic training in the winter, and I personally think it was so much better. And then right after basic, you'll go through your AIT, which is your advanced training for whatever job you chose. Most of the, well, for basic, you've got, for women, you've got Fort Leonard Wood, Fort Lost in the Woods, and then Fort Jackson. I went to Fort Jackson. Fort Jackson was fine in the winter, except that in South Carolina it rains instead of snows, and the ground is like dirt mixed with sand. And so I actually don't particularly like being in like wet clothes with like sand. So that was super annoying. When did I meet Murphy? I met Murphy at a bonfire, and then I re-met him at, we worked at the same job. Like, we met once at a bonfire and was like, hey, nice to meet you. Okay. And then, like, that's all we said to each other. And then we re-met each other. He was like, hey, weren't you at that bonfire? And I was like, yeah, hey. You can't join the military? Yeah, I probably shouldn't have went into the military, but I did. Because I have really bad knees. But I was able to make it through the MIPS physical. And they didn't flag me, so yeah. And honestly, if it hadn't been for some extenuating circumstances, I loved my time in the military. I loved most of my time in the military. There were some things that happened that I did not love at the time, but my plan was to be a lifer. I was going to retire. I was going to, be a drill sergeant, and I was going to do all of these things and travel all these different places and go and do all the stuff and things, because I had no plans of getting married or having kids or anything like that. Boy, what life throws at you. Yes, 7 the drill sergeant. When you were 7 years old? Wow. I could be in the Special Olympics because I have ADHD. Wow. This is news. It really depends on the MIPS that you go to. I went to MIPS in Nashville, and you have to do this thing where you do what they call a duck walk, and you literally have to put your hands all the way up and underneath here, and you have to like squat down, like butt on your heels, squat down, and then you have to walk, and they call it the duck walk. And then then you have to go on your knees, and then you have to jump up and throw your feet forward and try and then stand up. And that's where I have cracks down the front of my kneecaps, and my kneecaps were my knees were screaming at me by that point, because yeah. But I made it through. I took some Tylenol afterwards, no big deal. The doctor kind of looked at me funny, because he's like, you realize you have a slight curve in your spine? He's like, are you standing funny for a reason? Da 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 da. And he noted that that my duck walk was slow, and he kind of looked at me. He found it funny. He's like, is there anything you're not telling me? And I was like, no. He was like, okay. And he just kind of smirked at me and let me walk off. So, ooh, I like this one too, Icarus, if you're still here. You passed the physical splendidly. Too much of a sissy? I mean, there were some very sissy girls that I went through basic training with. And basic training is so much easier now than whenever I went. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 2 more. Like, now they have like safe spaces, and you can bring your MP3 players. And yeah, like, basic training is kind of a joke now compared to what I went through. And even my basic training is kind of a joke compared to what it used to be. Yes, they have safe spaces now. So, like, if you feel like you are, being targeted by a drill sergeant, you can call a safe space and you can step out, you know, walk out of formation and go to a safe place, which is usually, from what I understand, is the company commander's office, where there is a couch and a drink machine, and where you can calm down. I mean, in a wartime situation, are you going to have a safe space? Like, oh, the enemy is targeting me. I need my pillow and my Coke, and I just leave me alone. No, sorry. That was a tad bit dramatic. I apologize. Like, whenever I was in basic training, my drill sergeant was, he was infantry. So one of the things that he did, that he made us do, is whenever you join, you get what they call PTs, which is physical training. It's a uniform. It's your physical training uniform, and it's a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. Sometimes you get high speeds, which is like a windsuit, like a pair of pants with a jacket, and then you get these pair of sneakers. Well, this particular drill sergeant was like, if you're in a wartime situation and you're chasing after an enemy, what are you gonna do? Be like, hold on, let me put on my sneakers so I can chase you? No, you're gonna chase them down in your combat boots. So we always, with this particular drill sergeant, if we were doing PT with this drill sergeant, we showed up in combat boots. Oh my god, the shin splints from running in combat boots sucked. Be right back. I gotta put on my sneakers. Hey, Lord, how are you? Also, hi, Pika. How are you? You're practicing everybody's practicing drawing skills today. I work in 3D art. Thank you. For those that are just coming in, this is what we're working on. We are making a Spyro. And see down here. Woo, down here. He is coming together quite nicely. I am very proud of his progress. I like drawing, but I just don't have the time for it. CAD designs? Sure. Right now we are making Spyro's legs. We're making one of his front legs right now. I'm gonna try and finish him tonight so that the next one of these we do is Hedwig. So I can go ahead and get his studio shots made tomorrow and then start working on Hedwig. Yes, your Hedwig is first. Chrissy has said that she might want one as well, but yours would be first. Studio shot. So, see right there? Charmander with like the gray background and everything. I have a background that I put up, and I put the piece on the background, and I take shots of him with like lighting and everything like that, so that I can post them on different social media sites. Right, I have an Etsy. I haven't had to post anything on it yet. I have a Squirtle down here that's not stuffed. He's still in pieces that I'm thinking about going ahead and putting together and putting up on Etsy. Right now I'm selling my stuff so quickly. Like, I make it and it's sold, like either that day or within the next couple of days. So I haven't had time to actually build up a stock of stuff to be able to put on Etsy. I guess I could put just the pictures on there and have people commission them. But what I like to do is, as I'm making things, like as I'm making the Spyro, make everything I do in triplicate, so that I have 2 extras in case there's more than one person that wants the Spyro. Like, as I'm doing these, and they come in and be like, oh my god, that Spyro is so awesome, I would love to have one. Oh, thank you, Megan, I appreciate that. Right now I am rocking the Monster Mat merch because this came in the other day. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? No, 13. Okay. That's right. Okay, increase. Okay. And then 1. Ah! Uh-oh. Do I have an extra stitch somewhere? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. I didn't read the pattern. Ah. Do you just realize there's a bunch of stickers on your shirt? Okay. How are you feeling, by the way, Brianna? Are you better now, or are you still feeling crummy? There we go. Make sure I'm doing this right. Make sure this looks right. Okay, yeah, that looks right. Okay, making sure. Okay, now I'll single crochet around. Yeah, I'll have to see just how big the head wig is before. I think it's going to be one of the mid-size ones, so yeah, there will be it won't be the same cost as these guys. These are the large size. These are usually anywhere from like $50 to like $65 depending on how big. The mid-size are a little cheaper, usually around $30. Oh, those kind of stickers. I was like, why do you have stickers on your shirt? And then like the middies are, because they come with a Pokeball, are usually like 20 to 25. Is that right? Yeah, that's about right. Okay. A 7 original. Actually, a lot of hookers, which I use a hook. That's why crochet. Try to say the word crocheters. So most of us call ourselves hookers, but a lot of hookers actually would charge a lot more for an amigurumi that size. Those in my Discord community, they get a little bit of a discount. Because I love them so much. I've never called someone a hooker. I mean, okay, so again, just so y'all can see, this is one of my larger size hooks. This is a 15 millimeter hook, but I literally use a hook to make these, so we call ourselves hookers. Not to mention, like, I have this big honking, this is actually a knitting needle. The other one is upstairs because I use this for something called broomstick crochet. It's really fun and looks really pretty as like a shirt. But yeah. And then, ooh, sorry. And then I also have these ones. These are also knitting needles. But again, I use them for broomstick crochet. They make, basically, you take and make loops around this. So, and then you have all of these loops that go down the shaft. And then you come back across and you like gather the loops together and you crochet through the loops, and it makes this really pretty lace looking pattern. Yes, I said it. But it's called broomstick crochet because back in the day they actually would use an actual broomstick to make these. I teach crochet. I teach people how to make, yes, hookers using the shaft. But, oh, dude, I love it. I love this 80s sound. Sorry, I'm into this one. This one's called 88 miles per hour disco. But yeah, I actually teach crochet through the Discord. I don't know how to knit though, I'm sorry. Okay, I just lost this. Yeah, so knitting is similar to crochet in that basically you are shifting loops from one needle to another. Ooh. I has food. Those are Murphy. But you end up with a whole bunch of loops on one needle, and then you use your working yarn to go through. And as you go through, you shift the loops from one needle to the other. Crochet, you use the hook, and there is no shifting. Everything is done right there. So, and crochet is basically just fancy knots. Yeah, you pull the string, the string, or the working yarn in through the loops. Yeah. The thing I like about crochet is that there is no way to machine make something crocheted. There has not been a machine invented yet that can crochet because of the way that you have to do it. There are plenty of machines that can knit. It's not particularly that hard. So you go into a store and you look and you say, you see like a really nice knit sweater or a knit shirt. It's probably machine made. But you go into a store and you see something that has been crocheted, and you know that was made by hand, because there's no way a machine can do that. And the way you can tell a difference is because if you look, the stitches are off center from each other. So there'll be a stitch here and a stitch here, and then on the next row there'll be a stitch here and a stitch here. So in crochet they're always off, and knitting they're actually lined up in rows. No, you don't purl. There is something called nooking. I think that's how you, but basically it is knitting with a crochet hook. And actually I have a nooking needle right here. Okay, so this is this part is a crochet hook, but down here there's a hole where there's a string or a piece of paracord that goes in here, and basically that piece of paracord acts as your second needle that you would have in knitting. It's really fun. I that's what I started out with, but I didn't like it as much. Good night, Brianna. Thank you for being here. What about Lilos? But as far as crocheting, I learned off of YouTube videos. I was pregnant with my now 4-year-old, And well, technically it was the baby before him, but I lost that one. I was bedridden and couldn't do anything, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna learn how to crochet because I've got nothing better to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sorry, for what? It's no worries. That's part of the reason why there's so many years between Danny Raid and my 4-year-old, is there's actually 2 miscarriages in there. I mean, it is what it is. No big deal. I mean, it's not exactly the best experience, but I came out on the other side a better person. And I have 2 beautiful babies that I love dearly. Occasionally they show up here on the channel. JJ, we call them JJ and Raggedy Ann on here. And, you know, it's in the past. Gotta focus on the giraffes. And if you don't know, that is a reference to The Last of Us 1. So in the first game, there's no spoilers. No spoilers. Don't worry about spoilers. I won't spoil it for you, but there is a ton of crap that goes on, and things just start getting super depressing. And then there is a thing that happens that is just like, oh my god. And you see these, basically there is a zoo, and in the wake of infected and all that, these zoo animals are just wandering around, and you stumble upon these giraffes. And the voice actor, Troy Baker, I think his name is, that voiced Joel, was asked about that part of the game and what he thought about it, and his response was that it was extremely powerful because it just shows that sometimes you have to go through the darkest places to get your giraffes. And it's just like, aww. This one's called White Lotus. I like this one. Four times. Hey, Paul! How are you doing, my dude? Let me get through this round real quick. I actually really like this one. I am doing well. You recently subscribed to Spotify? So you've been making some playlists? Nice. This one is Stream Beats. That's what I use for music. I'm doing really good because I'm making a Spyro right now, and he's turning out really good. I'm very proud of him. He's still in pins. He's not finished, but I'm very proud of him thus far. We're making his legs right now. Thank you, Paul. This is what I do. I play games and I make stuff. I chill and I hang out and I make things. Creativity. Technically, I'm following a pattern that's over here on my second screen, but we won't tell anybody, even though it's right there in the description. Okay. I actually need to stuff this. I probably should have already stuffed it, but I did. Actually, let's go ahead. Open that back up. Frog that one. I love crocheting. If you look above me, there's a slideshow of a bunch of the stuff that I've made. Like that right there. I actually made that for retro for the first time. That's a bell bag that I made. Oh, I like that. There's the Charmander. That actually is sitting on Monster Matt's table. So I'm told. There's Hollow Knight. That's also owned by Monster Matt now. This one's good. I like this one. Trying to get stuffing down into his toes. A shiny Mareep. What color is Mareep when it's shiny? That was actually made for his birthday. So I sent it to him back in January. There's Psyduck. The Oddish that was right before it. I still haven't had a chance to finish it. This is the oddish. This is one of the few ones that I'm actually creating this pattern on my own, which is why it's not done yet. But oddish, I actually really love oddish. I'm not like, I just think it's really, really cute and adorable, and Vile Plume is scary. So he's a pink sheep. Okay. I found a pattern for Celebi. I will probably be making it at some point. I've got to get through these commissions first, though. Commissions first. Fun later. Oh yeah, it's actually based off a real flower that smells like rotting meat. But hey Tash, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We are making Spyro. You can probably see him a little better down here. My desk is just a little crowded. But yeah, he's coming together quite nicely. I'm actually really, really proud of him. And whenever he's finished, he'll end up looking like that one over there. Right now, we are working on his legs. Found a picture? Trying to make sure that the foot stays shaped the way it's supposed to. Now that's adorable. Eagle, that is adorable. That looks like a puff stitch as well. That looks like it would be fairly easy as well. So, on the body, though, like how it looks puffy. Stay. Ow, 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 sorry. I would depend on how big it is. So like I said, the big ones, like this, the 9 to like 12 inch, because like Evie, ears and all, was a solid 12 inches tall. This one, like, that's about where the leg is going to be attached at. He's going to be pretty tall. Like, he is already, just body to the tip of his horn, he is already 10 inches tall. So he's probably, Spyro's probably going to be a solid 12 inches tall as well. Yeah, like it seems like a lot of money, but like that Mew right there, that's the Mew that actually went to LAN that was in the chat earlier. He was a solid 9 inches tall and had like the Mew tail with a wire in it, so it always kind of curled up behind him or off to the side. And how much is that? What, the Mew? That was spicy. The Spyro, he will be he'll be like the other large size ones, that he'll be somewhere between $50 and $65. It just depends. So usually the large size, the 9 to 12 inch ones, what I call my large size, are somewhere between $50 and $65, depending on, like Eevee was a little bit more because like this is 14 ounce skein of yarn. I picked this up for like $5. And you could see how much I have used out of the center of that on this Spyro. Not much. But Eevee, I had to get 3.5 ounce skeins of yarn. And they were nearly $7 a piece. So Eevee was a little bit more expensive because the yarn to match Eevee's color was a little more expensive to obtain. Used to use, yeah, Red Heart Super Saver is just, it's really cheap. Like it's good yarn, it's just inexpensive. Cheap is a bad word, it's inexpensive. I'm sorry, Eagle. Yeah, and yeah, like here. I'll show you the difference. Okay, so this is Eevee yarn. The camera kind of doesn't do it justice, but this is 3.5 ounces that I spent $7 on this skein of yarn. Had to special order it and everything. This is the skein that I spent $7 on at my local Walmart. I get 1 Eevee out of this. You can see how many Spyros I'm gonna get out of this. So yeah, it's just, that's why sometimes it's like, oh, well, it's an Eevee. Why would it be more expensive than the Mew, for example? Well, that's because Mew used yarn. I spent, it was the skein is a little bit smaller than this, but I paid $2.90 on that skein of yarn and still had yarn left over after I made the Mew. This I paid $7 for, and there was literally like this much yarn left after I finished Eevee. Like literally like a piece that long. That's it. So sometimes the materials cost quite a bit because now what it is, Paul, is first off, some of these anime colors that they use. They look really good in the anime or, you know, whatever, but I am very, very extremely particular about making sure that the plushes that I make match what they're supposed to look like. So I spend quite a bit of time just sitting there and looking and moving and making sure it is as close to what it's supposed to look like as possible. So I spent several hours looking for this particular color, which is a warm brown, and then had to special order it because it's an odd color lot. And it's only available in the Red Heart Classic. No, you know, hashtag not sponsored. Because trying to find anime colors in real life yarn is a pain in the butt. So like this color yellow here, I actually bought this for an Aang doll that I was going to make. Because it is the exact warm yellow, I think it's called golden yellow, that his airbender robes are. That yellow and orange, this is the right color. And again, the camera does not do the colors justice. and Eagle's like, Aang? Excuse me? What? Did someone say Aang? Yes, I have. Let's see. Do I still have it? Ah, yeah, here we go.
He did the match. He did the monster match. The monster match.
Hang on a moment. How are you, Matt? But yeah, I have that pattern right there. And like I said, the airbender robes, that's the yellow for the airbender robes. And it's the same, they come in the same size as this, so Aang would actually be a little more expensive. So yeah, that's part of why some are going to be a little more expensive than other ones. I would have to look for a Sokka one. I'm fairly certain I know where to get a Katara one, but Sokka, I don't know that I've found a good pattern yet. But you know me and Sokka. That's why whenever you posted your dinner, your dinner plate, and I ran across that Sokka gif of them being in the air temple, and he's just like, dinner, like right whenever he sees Momo. I was just like, I've got to use that one. I gotta use that one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay. Digesting. What'd you have for dinner, Matt? I'm having tacos. Taco salad. There was some meatballs on there because we're having leftovers technically. Murphy's trying to clean out the refrigerator because I bought like $200 worth of groceries today and we're starting to run out of room in the refrigerator. So he put me some leftover Swedish meatballs on there, and those Swedish meatballs turned out so good. Oh, you had chicken tonight? You know, in the US, that actually used to be a thing. That was it was a box meal called Chicken Tonight. It was like a hamburger helper kind of thing. I feel like chicken tonight, chicken tonight. Just chicken, that's it? Also, have you seen Spyro? How long have you been lurking? Hold on. Oh, Sokka is fantastic. Have you watched Dragon Prince? Because the same voice actor that voiced Sokka also voices a character in that, and some of the same writers that were on The Last Airbender also went over, and it's so, like, I so get Last Airbender vibes off of it. It's so good. I thoroughly enjoy it. This one's cool. I like this one. Sorry, I'm trying to get this done. Okay, there we go. Now to hide this pigtail. Go in here. And skirt down here. And then I'll show y'all what I do to make sure that that top knot doesn't come out and to kind of push it down a little bit. Okay. Now, I'll pull out my trusty felting pins. No worries, Matt. I know. I'm sitting here kind of watching it. There we go. I don't want to poke myself. Here's Spyro. So there he is. I haven't got the eyes done yet or anything like that, but yeah. I'm working on legs right now. He's still in pins, so I still got to sew everything together and all that jazz. And his wings are right there. I just haven't got them out yet because I've got to put another piece of wire through the wings. But yeah, that's Spyro. I'm really sad that this entire stream and all I've gotten done is one leg. Sad day. Well, yeah, I know. But, like, these sorts of streams, I never get a ton of work done, which is fine. I usually get a little more work done than this. I will say that. Sad day, sad leg? No. I thought the leg turned out okay. It'll look better once it is attached to body. Yeah. So I'll take this and do this. Yeah. Okay, that'll work. That will work. Sad leg the dragon. So yeah. He's gonna end up being about 1 foot tall. And he'll be able to stand on his own. So yeah. Doesn't have the same punch. I have food over here, and I have not been eating it. But how are all y'all? Oh my god. Do we have 32 likes? Holy crap, I was not expecting that at all. I've been gone for so long. Like, I've been gone for a solid week. I was not expecting that many likes. Thank you, Soka. Thank you guys. I can't speak. I can't English. I can't even American. Thank you guys so much. We had very generous donations from Lightgazer and from Merlin. And what shirt am I wearing, Matt? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know at all what you're talking about. Yeah, if y'all haven't noticed, I am totally wearing the Monsters merch today. So shout outs to Monster Matt. I'm also drinking from Chrissy's coffee cup. Yes, the Monster merch. If you go to his channel, this is a monster called Red. If you look, Red is an M, and then the buildings underneath him make another M, so Monster Matt. Thought it was a very spiffy design, thought up by the monster himself and drawn out by his artist, Amy Guinea Squig. Although I'm very sad because this is, he has this one where it has his mascot Snarfles flexing, and it says feeling monstrous. I was like, oh, I want that one, and there wasn't any more in my size. Sad day. I wanted that one. So
He did the Monster Mash.
oh, I was like, Demona, what are you doing? But it was Snake. But yeah, if you go to his channel and you hit his merch, he has some very cool merch, and he has his own private artist who designs Snarfles that makes all of the stuff for all the designs for his merch. He's one of them cool YouTubers. Hey, Time Jester, how are you? Oh, the Monster Mash? No. Well, I wasn't even going to tell him that I bought it. I was just going to stream with it on one day. Basically like what happened, and him just be like, wait a minute, I see that shirt. But it came out a little early that I had bought some of his merch. Yeah, like he knew that I had bought merch, but he didn't realize what I had bought. He forgot. Mm-hmm. It's one thing I can usually count on Matt to do. And that's why I'm always like, hey, Matt, 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 Matt. And he's like, oh, yeah, right. But yes, if you have not checked out Monster Matt, he is another fantastic streamer. He is also going through The Last of Us Part 2. He's a little bit behind me, but he may actually catch up to me before I can actually stream again. But since I play it every single stream, I'll get out in front of him again. But he's also doing what you were doing, some Pokemon. You occasionally do Animal Crossing. You are doing the new Origami King, Paper Mario. You're looking at doing the goats of sushi. The Ghost of Tsushima. I think that's how you pronounce it. So yeah, another awesome variety streamer that if you have not checked out, what are you doing with your life? Like, really? Also, I have tacos. Goats of sushi, yes. And yeah, Matt gets all the cool stuff. He has like his own personal artist that does all of his Snarfle stuff. He has people making him special songs for his intro and outro. He is just connected out the wazoo. For Goat Simulator. And he has these amazing mods. Though I think my mods are better. Yeah, it's on PS4. And Chris is like, wait a minute. Yeah, I think it's a Sony exclusive, actually. Just sad day. Icarus is just like... Okay, enough of that. Oh, was that you, Eagle? Okay, here, hold on. No. Okay. Rubber facing? It makes you happy? Why? That I have a sad day command over here? Your misery is what? What? Why is this a thing? That you, oh, okay. And then Chris is like, well, Dun dun dun. By the way, do you realize how hard it is to find that sound clip? I'm like, what do you even call that? I literally typed in dun 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 and it came up. Yay. I'm sitting there and I was literally on VC with Matt and I'm sitting here like, why can't I find this? I was like D-A-D-A-D-A-A-A-A-A, nothing. I was like, I don't know how, what, WTF sound effects. I literally typed in what you typed in, Eagle. Dun dun dun, and it popped up. Send a kiss to Brazil? Okay. Help it, you need a hug? Aww. I mean... virtual hug? But yeah, it was finding those ones, and then I had to make Matt actually record my sound clip for Sad Day because I couldn't find how to download it. So I was like, Matt, do this thing for me. I guess I actually need to pull my yes. You're scared of bees? I mean, if I remember correctly, they're only in the game, so... okay. Matt, do the things!
And there was much rejoicing.
Zuli, do the thing! What were... what is that from? What were the twins? The Azula's attendants, the old lady twins. What were their names? Hey Xavier, how are you? Barker? Lee and Low, that's right. Okay. How are you doing, Xavier? We're just chilling at this point. I've been working on a Spyro this episode. We got him all, well, we got him mostly pinned together. He's not actually stitched together yet. And of course we're gonna add eyes and everything like that. Whenever he's done, he will look like the one over there on the other side of the screen. But we've been working on legs and just chit-chatting. Matthew. I have seen Legend of Korra. I love Avatar, and you know, I love Team Avatar and Aang and everything. I love Korra for different reasons. Mostly because I identify with her more. I also love that it goes into backstory as to how the Avatar actually came into being. And you get to meet the first Avatar. I'm not necessarily a fan of some of the things that happened, and like I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but that final fight and the disconnect, if you catch my drift, And I like it just was like, it almost like, I don't want to call it lazy writing, but it just felt like they just wanted to be done with it. So they, yeah. It looked like that hurt. Got something in my eye. But yeah, at this point, I don't want to start anything else, so I'm just mostly just chilling. Yeah, like I really felt like they could have done that ending a lot better. I thought that they could have went about it in a lot of different ways. But just to disconnect the way they did, I was just like, excuse me? Like, and from what I've read on my own time, like that's it. The disconnect is there. It will never be, never be fixed. It can't be fixed. And I'm just like, what? Like, that's what you've built up all of this time. Excuse me? So to me, it just kind of seemed like they didn't want to, or they couldn't, or whatever the reasoning was, do any more of the avatars. Well, let's see. You felt the same way? Okay, good. I'm glad I am not the only one. Because I was like, unpopular opinion here. Totally unpopular opinion. Let's see. I kind of figured that this was gonna be the way it was. Okay, we've got a lot of spoilers. That's what we got. Let's do this.
I
Do that, do this. Turn that off. Okay. I feel like they could have done way better as well. How many do we still have here watching? We have 13 here still watching. Oh my gracious. 13 on a crochet stream is awesome. Okay. You're about to fly a helicopter? Heck yeah! I've done that before, sort of. I sandbagged. Does that count? We were all... That's not how you spell that word, Matthew. That is not how you spell that word. We were all hookers together. Yay! Get in, get out, quit screwing about, yo-ho, yo-ho, yo-ho. Anywho, moving right along. This word! Crotchety. Yes, I know. I know what crotchety means. But I also know what you were trying to get at, and I was just like, that's not how you spell that word. Okay, we're gonna go over to a friend of mine. We're gonna go on a raid. If you don't know what a raid is whenever I'm about to end my stream, but I'm going to take y'all, give y'all a link and take y'all over to someone that I highly recommend, that if you don't know, that you should know. Someone that I personally watch, that I personally enjoy, and let y'all hang out with them for a while if you so choose. They are a fantastic streamer. They are not family friendly, but they are always friendly. Well, usually, unless they are ticked off. So if you like what you see, make sure to hit that big red subscribe button and ding that bell, so that you never miss a moment over there. But I do ask that you hit the thumbs up for them and try to stay 3 to 5 minutes so that YouTube doesn't think that you are a bot and take away your thumbs up. I will see y'all probably Thursday is the soonest that I can get back, because Murphy will be working. Hopefully not this coming week, but the week after that. I will be back full time, which is Monday through Thursday at 4:15 until about 8. Hopefully be getting back to normal schedule, and we'll be getting back to The Last of Us Part 2. But until then, guys, please stay safe. Be excellent to each other. Break legs. Here is the link. We're gonna go visit Nintagious, and I will see you guys over there on the raid and back here hopefully Thursday. Until then, guys, break legs and toodles.